students, welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai Education Department. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and today we will learn English. Come on students, let us begin our lesson. Hello students, welcome to Virtual Training Center Dadar. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and today we will learn one English poem of standard 6 and the name of the poem is The Clothes Line. Yes students, this is OS2 first poem. Okay, in this poem the poet describes the clothes on a clothesline in a very imaginative way. Yes students, first we will recite and then we will go for the meaning of this poem. The clothesline. Hand in hand they dance in a row, hither and thither and to and fro. Flip, flap, flop and away they go, fluttering creatures as white as snow. Here, the poet says that the clothes appear as if they are dancing hand in a row. Okay, they also move quickly in many different directions, making a flapping noise. He calls them fluttering creatures that are as white as snow. Got this meaning? Yes, students, here we can see rhyming pairs. See this, row, fro. Okay, you know rhyming words means they rhyme or they sound similar. Okay, go, snow, isn't it? Now we will move to the second stanza. Like restive horses, they caper and prance. Like fairy tale witches, they wildly dance. Rounding in front, but hollow behind, they shiver and skip in the merry March wind. Okay, see this here, what the poet says. The poet says that the flying clothes, they first remind him of restless horses, jumping and moving quickly, and then of fairy tale witches, dancing wildly. Here wildly means very hard or violently. They are rounded in front but are hollow behind as they shiver and dance in the cheerful March wind. Got this students? Yes, here also we can see some rhyming pairs. You know that prance, dance. Okay, shall we move to the next stanza? Third stanza. One I saw dancing excitedly, struggling so wildly till she was free. Then, leaving pegs and clothesline behind her, she flew like a bird and no one can find her. Here, the poet saw one of the clothes dancing excitedly and struggling wildly till she was free. Wildly means here violently. Okay. Now then she flew off like a bird. One cloth flew off like a bird, leaving the pegs and clothes lying behind. Here pegs means pins used to hold the clothes on the clothesline. And she flew away. No one could find her. Where she is now, no one could find her. Now students, this is about the third stanza. Now fourth one. I saw her gleam like a sail in the sun, flipping and flapping and flopping for fun. Nobody knows where she now can be, hid in a ditch or drowned in the sea. Yes, here the poet says he saw her shine like a sail in the sun, flapping in fun. Okay, nobody knows where she now is, whether she is hiding in the ditch or drowned in the sea. Nobody knows. Yeah, last two lines. She was my handkerchief not long ago, but she will never come back to my pocket, I know. Yes, the poet remarks that the piece of cloth was his handkerchief not long ago, but he knew that she would now never come back to his pocket. Yes, the cloth flew away and it will never come back, he says. Yes, students, this is all about the poem. Here also we can find out some of the rhyming pairs. See, sun, fun, be, see, ago, no. Okay, this is all about the poem. The poem is written Charlotte Druitt Cole. He is the poet of this poem. Students, we will move to the grammar part. Here, I rhyme. First time you are doing about this. This is I rhyme. What is the meaning of I rhyme? Here, two words are used with similar spellings but different sounds. Yes, only rhymes. How we find out? With similar sounds they have, but they have different spellings. But here, two words are used with a similar spellings. Mostly they have same type of spelling, but they differ in the pronunciation or in the sounds. For example, laughter, slaughter. See this? Spellings, they are similar, but the pronunciation or the sound is totally different. Watch, match. Love, move. See the sound, totally it is different. Imply, simply. For this, if the rhyme that appears correct from the spelling but is not so from the pronunciation is called as I rhyme. Okay? Separate the examples of I rhymes from the following list. Now we know about I rhymes. We will separate the examples from this. Okay? Now first one is cry, try. The sound is same, so this is not a I rhyme. Okay? Second, stronger, longer. Again, sound is same. Third, laughter, daughter. Yeah, the spelling looks similar, but sound is different. So, this is a I rhyme. We will write it down. Okay. Next one, noun, grown. Okay, similar sound. Then next, none, shown. Yeah, this is a I rhyme. Pronunciation is different. Okay, we will move to next one. Beat, feet. Same sound. Shut, put. Again, this is different one. So, this is a I rhyme. Shut, put. Okay, next one. One, done. Similar sound. imply simply. Yes, this has a different sound. So this is a I rhyme. Got this, students? Shall we move further? List all the phrases from the poem in which two or more words are joined with and. Now you know that phrases are nothing but group of words, but they don't give us the complete meaning. Correct? That these are called as phrases. Here we will find out from the poem. The poem is on page number 23. Please open the textbook and open page number 23. Okay, now we will find out some of the phrases from this poem which are joined by and. Okay, we will write number 1. See the second line, hither, thither. Same line, to and fro. Correct? Yes, next one is caper and prance. Next is shiver and skip. See 8th line, that is. Okay. Now move to the next line. Next stanza, pegs and clothesline. Next is flipping and flapping and flopping. Yes, these are the different phrases from the poem. Here they are joined with and. Now dear students, we will move to one more type of grammar part here. Degrees of comparison. Yes, here you can see 3 creatures. A bird, a butterfly and a beetle. Correct? Now first one, small. Bird is small, but butterfly is smaller than the bird. And the beetle is smallest among 3. Isn't it? Yes. This is called degrees of comparison. Here, first one here, only small means this is called positive degree. Here we are describing only the bird. The bird is small in size. We are telling about the bird. Correct? So that is a positive degree. But in the second, the butterfly is smaller than the bird. So here we are doing the comparison between the bird and the butterfly. So this is called comparative degree. In most of the cases, we use ER or we add ER to the word during the comparative degree. Here see, butterfly is smaller. We added ER to small. Okay. And in the superlative degree, smallest means we are doing the comparison with that thing with more than 2 to 3 things. Means comparison between 3 or more than 3 things. Then we use superlative degree. Got this? So small, smaller and smallest. The beetle is smallest among these creatures. Got this? Some more example we will go through. Yes, there are 3 degrees of comparison in English. Positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Yes, students, we will go through some more examples here. First one, positive degree. A girl Priya is standing near the bookshelf. And how we describe her? Priya is as tall as the bookshelf. Okay, no comparison is there. Only we are describing about Priya's height. Okay, here Priya is as tall as the bookshelf. And in the second comparative degree, we are comparing the cat and dog. See here, my dog is faster than my cat. Okay. See again here we added er to the word fast. So it became faster because we are comparing, correct? We are doing the comparison between cat and dog. So this is called comparative degree. And in the third picture you can see Aunt Janet is the oldest in the village. Like this means oldest means we are comparing Aunt Janet with all other people. So she is the oldest. So this is superlative degree. And in the superlative degree, mostly we add est at the end of the word. Complete the following comparison. As white as snow. It is there in the poem, correct? As white as snow. As green as, yes dear students, as green as grass. You can write leaf also, okay? As red as cherry. As red as apple also you can write. As blue as a sky, correct? As blue as the sky. As black as a coal. Always this is as black as a coal. As bright as a star. Okay? Here we write these comparisons using the comparative degree. See here we have to do the comparison. See, whiter than snow. That page or that something material is there that is whiter than snow. Like that. Greener than grass. Whatever we use for positive degree, that only we are using here. Greener than grass. Redder than cherry. Bluer than the sky. Blacker than coal. And brighter than a star. For this ones, this is the comparative degree. See, we added er to the positive word or positive degree. Got this? Yes. Thank you students for being with me, and please recite this poem close line 2 to 3 times. Okay? And take care of yourself. Stay safe. Bye bye.
Thank you very much for being a part of this lesson. Please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon to get new updated videos.